Hey guys, welcome back. This is Time2Win Invitational, and we have 2 matches left for day 1 with me, Powder. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, I know, I asked you like 30 minutes ago.
Anyway.
Anyway.
I'm pretty excited for this game, though.
Well, it's Paul from SK Gaming, and he will be battling Kolento from Cloud9. I don't know what is going on, but when I look at Kolento, and he's always with that shirt, he's like, I don't know if that's correct.
Yeah,
like,
I've seen that shirt a few times as well.
But I always think like he looks like Popeye in that shirt. I'm not sure if that's even correct because I don't think Popeye even wears that kind of shirt. But somehow in my mind, Popeye always wears that kind of shirt.
I think he needs a little bit bigger biceps to be Popeye, though.
Biceps? Did you see Popeye's biceps? So
Isn't
tiny.
Isn't
Popeye has
the
like
guy...
this kind of forearms.
Oh, is it the forearms? Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, those players will be battling against each other, and we have the classes. So it's Kolento with Warlock, Warrior, Paladin, and Hunter, and Spawn with Druid, Warlock, Warrior, Paladin. The bands.
Yep.
Paladin and Druid. So nothing new. Spawn banned Paladin, Kolento banned Druid. It's very interesting to see that people are starting to ban Druid as it was like in the last phase of Last Hero Standing. Before we introduce Conquest.
Yep.
So, what do you think about that? About banning Druids?
I mean, Druid is always a fine ban, just because Druid can beat anything. It's never going to be incorrect to ban it, so I think it's fine.
Okay. Yeah, well, no one wants to be surprised by the Innervate coin Dr. Boom, right?
Exactly. They have some of the best cards in the game, so why not ban them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, seems kinda right.
Ooh, a Warlock mirror match.
Well, with the mirror match, we can kinda wait, because right now we have 3 archetypes. 4, actually. Handlock, Reno Jackson Warlock, Zoo,
yep,
and Combo.
Yep.
Okay. And all of those options are decent.
I mean, I have a lot of inside information into at least what Spo is playing, just because he is basically my only playing partner or training partner. So we've basically practiced a lot together.
Okay.
So I know basically what he's going to be playing, and he's playing Handlock.
Like the standard version?
Pretty much 2004 Handlock. Like
2004.
2014 Handlock.
2004 might have been on paper still, you know?
2004 Handlock might have been good. Who knows? But it seems like a Zoo from Kolento. I expected something different from Kolento. I wanted to see some Reno. Come on, Kolento. Be like Maria.
Well, maybe he plays Reno. No, never mind. 2 Voidwalkers.
In Zoo? Reno and Zoo?
I don't know.
That would be interesting.
I don't know, man. You can play different minions in Zoo, because basically they are achieving the same.
4/6 mana. It's okay. It's not that bad. That survives a lot of things.
And you're tapping a lot. So
yeah,
it's not that bad.
Do you Dark Bomb I guess, in Spo's mind? He doesn't want to take too much damage. He only has the Twilight Drake in hand, so why wait? Why not, like, play another minion? It's only gonna make your Twilight Drake a little bit easier to kill for the Zoo, but not too much.
The problem with this matchup for the Zoo is the fact that usually you're lacking the burst damage to just go through all those health that Warlock is having without activating the Molten Giants. Right?
Exactly.
And in this situation, he has double POs in hand.
Hey, it's gonna be like you can always like play around 1. But playing around double PO is pretty hard. Especially if Kolento puts him at a awkward life total. Let's see, it's going to be a 13. 13 is actually not that bad, just because you can play a perfect amount. Like 1 Molten and Sun Fury. So, I don't know about that, Kolento. If you put him at 15, it would have been so much more awkward.
Yes, I agree. But at the same time, you can't really... You can play around it? I mean, I'm not sure because
In this scenario, I think you could have. I think putting him to 15 here was a lot better than putting him to 13.
most of the time I'm always saying that you should just go fearlessly to deal all the damage you can, because the warlock can always have Hellfire, play those giants anyway, and still wreck you.
Yeah, but you only have 5 mana. That's the whole thing here. You only have 5 mana. So if Hellfire, even if he plays Hellfire, you could only play Dark. Like he could only play Moltens, and he only had like 6 cards in hand.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I would have thought about it a lot longer than Kolento did. He just went for it. But that's just me, I guess. But now it's kind of awkward, right? What do you do here, Lothar?
Well, I guess you have to take those POs into action, right?
You have no really good trades. If this implosion hits for a lot, no.
Oh. Well, you can trade for the Molten Giant, but you lose 1 PO, and you still don't have enough damage, even with 1 minion on board next.
It's still almost lethal, though.
Yeah, it is, but it's like the perfect combination, right?
It's one off.
Because you need 1 minion to stick to the board, you need the PO on that 1 minion, and then you need the Doomguard.
He's gonna be greedy.
Oh.
It's a little bit greedy, but it's still. I don't think you die to anything. Like PO Doomguard is the only thing that could actually like do a lot of damage here, but that's only 10 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, Spo is in a really, really good position here. Like the only thing would be if like, okay, I actually don't see a way you could lose here as the handlock. Like, yeah.
I guess so.
It's looking pretty good. What do you do as Kolento to try to get back into this game?
I think you have to play low tap in this time, because if you would have a 4-drop, I would say just tap and play the 4-drop in this situation. But if you leave Warlock on 1 HP, it doesn't make any difference because your deck has no reach.
Exactly.
You played the Doomguard, so you have only 1 charge minion left in the deck. You played both POs, so you can't rely on any minion carrying your baggage. Let's say like that, right?
He's going for it.
And yet he's going for it. I'm really surprised, you know.
I mean, he could still be playing something like you don't know if we don't know if he's put something in his deck, but
like an Elven Archer,
or like a Dark Bomb or a Soulfire, like playing it one of. I don't know, maybe. It's we said it's Reno Jackson, right? Then you would be playing one of. No, but I guess he's hoping that there's no taunt or heal, and this is the way. Like he can tap for Doomguard, so now you just concede as the receive player, I guess, and he does.
Yep.
I mean, maybe he just thought that's the only way I can win this game. Is if he just has air in his hand. He played 1 taunt, so not unreasonable that he doesn't have a second one.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 heal, he only plays 2 heals, so it's definitely possible that he didn't have anything in his hand there.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's a possibility, but at the same time, well, it was a long shot, right? So
for sure,
it didn't happen for Kolento. No Spo sticks to his Warlock deck against a Hunter, and usually, which changed a lot after introduction of Healbot. This deck, Handlock in general, was really bad against Hunters, but now he's only bad against mid-range Hunters. Yep. I mean, not entirely bad, but it's.
I think all Hunters are basically the same. In my mind, yeah, I think so. It's basically like if they can hunt you down, literally hunt you down in the beginning of the game enough so that you just can't stabilize, and then they have to have the boost. Because you always get taunt up. But normally it's too late. Normally you're on like 5 to 7 HP, and then they just have 1 spell and you're dead.
Okay. So in this situation, there's no Dark Bomb for the Knife Juggler. What do you think about silencing the Knife Juggler?
I like it, but there's so many things that just punish the silence. Any weapon. So I mean, I can see why he tapped. what you want to do as handlock is basically you want to just get your things out and then allow your opponent to get you low enough so you can taunt up Moltons.
Especially then you have the one Molten right in hand, right?
Yeah. But we see the perfect answer here. Glaive Zuka, Iron Beagle. It's pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
If he didn't have the owl, I actually think Spo would have been looking really good, but now it just looks super awkward.
It does. Even the Hellfire doesn't really help here. Because you
it actually does though. Like from Spo's perspective, it looks really bad to Hellfire, but Kolento has nothing. He has absolutely nothing in his hand.
Well, Spo doesn't have anything either, right?
He has the heal bot though. He has the heal bot. He has a taunt and a heal bot. It's the most important. And he didn't get Huffer, so Spo can definitely still win this.
Well, I'm curious. Because even the single Leper Gnome is important here. Because that's a lot of damage.
He's on 4.
He will be at 12 after the heal bot, but that's not... That can be played this turn, right? You have to go for the double taunters.
Yeah,
I just hope he doesn't have the any kind of projector, right?
And he doesn't. That's the thing.
Okay. We'll see how that goes.
We'll see. I mean, he can still top it.
Spo instantly plays the correct play this turn.
Yep. He just doesn't have it.
And now he has to use the weapon to go through that, right? And it's also awkward when it comes to the amount of damage that each target deals, because it's not perfect. You can't deal with the Molten Giant with just 2 minions. You have to sacrifice every single minion plus the weapon, which then, well, you lose kind of the firepower, right?
Yeah, I'm just thinking if there's a better way if you actually have to. I mean, you're gonna have to go through this eventually, right? So why not do it this turn?
It depends if Kolento plays Hunter's Marks and if he has one additional taunt, but I would say that you have to go through the Molten Giant right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so painful.
Yeah, so much damage. It instantly plays the heal bot.
I like it a lot. I like how Spo is playing. Really fast, but yet he takes the correct decisions every single time.
Here, I guess you trade just to keep your guy alive. Plays around stuff like Owl as well, so I like it. Animal Companion is not what he's looking for. Although Misha is, I guess, the second best you could have gotten.
Yeah, well, Leo would have been terrible, right?
Yeah. He just needs to stay alive. He needs to draw heal bot or needs to stay alive to like 2 more turns. So Kolento has 2 turns to top deck any spell, like any damage spell. Dark Bond. Dark Bond's not bad. But I think you definitely want to play Sludge, right?
Well, I guess so.
Like if you play one of the 7, so Molten...
Can you set up a 2-turn lethal? Because that's important, right?
Yeah, that's what I was kind of getting at. I don't think you can. Because you have to trade both of your minions. 7, 10... No, you can do 10 damage in my mind. Like maybe with the boom bots, if you're lucky. I think I like the Sludge Silence.
What about... Okay. Yeah, I think you're right. The silence might be the best option here.
It's just in case, like you don't actually...
You silence...
Actually, you...
Silence the mad scientist, right?
You could get these... you silence the bear and try to get the freezing trap on the...
on the mini-bot?
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, on the hull bot.
On the heal bot, yeah. So I don't agree with this. This was I was thinking first, just to play around...
Explosive, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh! Okay. Well, maybe Kolento is not playing the freezing traps and just Spo knows better, right?
Yeah, because he would have been punished if it was explosive, but... Like then this turn he would have had a heal bot in hand if it was freezing, so I probably would have tried to go for that play.
Well, now it looks like there's not a lot of damage going on for Spo, and there's still one turn for Jaraxxus. So if the Explosive Trap will be played, he can't attack.
Yeah.
If he doesn't draw, just
it's just a heal bar, right?
yeah, and maybe Farseer. I don't know if he plays one.
I don't think so. We didn't put one in beforehand, so it's pretty sure there's no one in there. So he does this. This actually is pretty smart from Kolento.
Yeah, he plays like it's
freezing.
not the Explosive Trap, right? And now Spo will be.
But there's no way you attack here. There's no way.
I don't think so either.
There's no way you attack.
So now Kolento has to miss another turn without projectile, and
he does!
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Oh.
Well, this is awkward for Kolento.
So he's just dead. No, wait, he's not.
He's not. That's 11, 14 damage.
It's 14 damage.
But still,
Yeah,
Spo will be at 13, and there's a Belcher. So I guess there's no option of Kolento winning this game.
So sick.
He can't attack because he will be dead, and he knows that because there might be a Dark Bomb. Even a Hellfire makes a draw, and that's something Spo would actually be happy to do. So it's really awkward.
Wow. Wow, Spo is so happy right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the Hunter needed to draw dead draws for 4 turns. That's insane. Like, this never happens on ladder. If this was ladder, there's no way this would happen.
And now, that's it. Kolento concedes. Spo is winning 2-0 with his handlock. And Kolento is left with... what deck? Let me check. Kolento was...
Pretty sure it was a
been banned,
warrior.
so it's Druid... Wait, what was the first
Druid
deck?
is banned. Druid is banned.
No. Paladin is banned.
Oh yeah, Paladin's banned. So he has a...
Warrior, Warlock, and Druid. First was mirror match between Warlocks, right? So, I mean, Zoo versus Handlock. So
it's Warrior. There's no
yes.
Druid in Kolento's lineup.
Yeah, what I'm talking about. That's Spo's lineup. Yep. Warlock,
So
Warrior, Paladin, Hunter. So Hunter is being right now defeated. Paladin was banned. Warlock was already defeated, and the Warrior is left. That's it. The Warrior. But we have no idea what kind of Warrior. So we'll have to check.
for Kolento's sake, I hope it's not Patron. Patron against Handlock is so hard right now.
Yeah, without the possibility of charging down. Yeah, definitely.
Super hard.
It's almost as tough as against Contra Warrior right now.
I think it's a lot harder actually, because against, like, normally Handlocks play 2 Hellfires, and that's double as many as their Brawls. It's basically the same thing, like, oh, I can go for Patrons this turn, but Handlock has 3 ways to deal with Patrons, with 1 Shadow Flame.
Okay.
Control Warriors has 1, with just the Brawl. So it's like, it's just super hard. And Handlocks tap into all their cards, so their hands are just like super full. So the chance of them drawing like no AoE spells is kind of low.
Yeah, well, let's see how that goes. Kolento's left without any options. He has to win 3 times with his last deck. Not easy to do, especially that Spo has the Druid was banned.
He has the Paladin.
And Paladin, yes.
Which should be a secret Paladin, so it's a little bit easier for the Warrior. And then it's basically Control Warrior mirror, I guess.
We'll be jumping into the game right now. And it's Warlock versus Warrior. And it looks like it's Control Warrior. There's a Belcher, there's an Acolyte of Pain, Shield Slam, and Bash.
Yep. But we see that Spo has found 1 of his 4 drops. It's always nice in your opening hand.
Yeah, especially in the beginning of the game when there was like Handlock introduced to the game. Having a 4-drop against a Warrior was very important to nullify the shield slams in the beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
But now with that warrior has a lot of more options to gain the armor back, it's not the case, but you still have to rely on those 4 drops.
This matchup has become really hard just because people now play 2 BGH, they play double execute, double shield slam with a lot of armor gain, and then they have like the big guys as well. Like Ysera is probably the hardest for a handlock to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
But we see, double shield slam and big game hunter in Kolento's hand. It's pretty strong.
Well, in this situation, I guess you just play Twilight Drake, right? Even though
you kind of have to.
Yeah, there's no reason to play the Owl just to nullify the core draw potential.
Nah. But he doesn't really have a good way to deal with this. He does have the coin sludge, I guess, which blocks pretty well. But if he does that, I guess we're gonna see an Owl. Coin sludge, yeah. It's the only play Kolento really has, right?
Yeah, that's true. But the turn 5 doesn't really seem to be great either.
Well,
that's the problem.
That made it better. In his mind, at least. But it's just gonna get big game hunted.
We can't really play around it, right? Especially when almost every single warrior plays 2 big game hunters right now.
You have to play your threats, and if they have it, they have it. But then they can't big game hunt your next one.
Yep.
So... And it becomes kind of awkward as well for Kolento. He plays right into Hellfire if he does play his big game hunter. He's gonna slam his... I like that. I can see that being a play here.
Well, he needs those executes, right?
I mean, he's playing around the things I said. He's playing around Hellfire by doing this, so it's pretty good.
He's cycling through the deck, which is very important because this matchup probably won't go to Fatigue.
That's a good card. Now he gets through the Belcher, and he can even play like his own Belcher, or he can Dark Bomb, whatever he wants.
I guess Dark Bomb might be just playing better because you don't have you don't sacrifice your Twilight Drake, right? You don't sacrifice your Belcher either because you just basically leave the Belcher to die to the board.
I mean, aren't you fine with the Belcher dying to the board though?
Oh, that's sure.
The Dark Bomb is a little bit more flexible. There are a lot of things where, like, it has 8 HP, I can only do 6. I can do 3 HP to like a 5 HP guy. I don't know, I think both plays are definitely fine. Spell went with the Belcher. I don't fault him for doing it. It's gonna get a little bit punished, I guess. Well, not really.
Well, he has Dr. Boom in 7, so that's fine. But it still can be traded with the Big Game Hunter and a weapon. And that's
he might want to Hellfire this. But the only problem, I guess you don't Hellfire just because you don't get to develop anything. I guess maybe an Ancient Watcher.
So Ancient Watcher, Dark Bomb, and Sunfear Protector?
I don't think that's the play. I think it's Dr. Boom or Hellfire.
Okay, so it's Dr. Boom, but it will die to the board, and a warrior is not afraid to use his HP points still as a resource.
Yeah, but you still have so many threats as a handlock that you don't really care.
The Jiraxus will make a huge difference if he will be able to just pop those Infernos every single turn. Especially if there will be like a turn when Emperor will be played to decrease the cost of Jiraxus so he can squeeze that hero power at the same turn he's being played.
Job's done.
So he goes with the attack the Boom play. I think that's probably the better one. He could have used a shield slam maybe, but that seems a little bit of a waste when you actually can clear like a big guy.
Yep, agree.
So if Spo is a good Hearthstone player, he's gonna attack in and the bomb is gonna hit for 4 on Dr. Boom.
Why not Hellfire? Just
I guess you can Hellfire first. That makes sense.
because then you have 50-50 to hit Dr. Boom and then 25% to kill it.
I like that. I like
And
that.
even if you hit it for 1, then you can Dark Bomb, but you have to hit it. That's the problem.
It's gonna Shadow Fan. It's worse.
Yeah, but it's certain, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, so close.
A little bit unfortunate, but
Well, the warrior still has the initiative. He will put something on the board, and will just pressure Warlock, and Spawn has to find Taunter, has to find some big threats to put the pressure on his side of the board.
yeah, he only found that one 4-drop. Well, he found the second one, but he got Big Game Hunter. So that's kind of when the tempo swung in the Warriors' favor.
Mm-hmm.
But the Warrior doesn't have that much to do. He can play the Shield Maiden, I guess. And he does threaten lethal here with the Gromma's Shield Slam. But I guess that's going to be stopped by something like... Okay, he's dead. I do like this play though. This is the correct play.
Yeah, because it puts pressure that he was lacking in the upcoming turns, right? But unfortunately for him, this is GG. Exactly 15 with the shield summon of his own Grommash. And that means Kolento is fighting back.
Yep.
And now, I guess Spo will take the Paladin. And that's it.
I mean, you could take the other one, try to win like a bad matchup. It doesn't really matter since...
I mean, it matters because if you win with the better matchup, so you don't have to show the worst matchup.
I guess. He's playing against me though. He knows that I know exactly what cards he's playing.
Okay, then never mind. But maybe he will not use it against you either. And then
you play the better matchup. There's no point in playing the worst. So it's gonna be Paladin. Pretty sure.
I would say it's Paladin.
Like as a player, you don't want to play the Warrior Mirror. Like going into a Warrior Mirror just like for fun.
It's exhausting. Very exhausting.
You don't want to do it if you can. If you can, anything but the Warrior Mirror, like anything.
That's true. So Spo was playing mid-range Paladin, right?
I don't think so. I think it's gonna be Secret.
Okay. So Secret Paladin against Warrior puts immense amount of pressure on board, but he needs that turn 6 Mysterious Challenger. Otherwise, it's really awkward. If you draw those secrets and you have no big threats on board. But there's the mini-bot, which is amazing against Warriors.
Yep.
And the Cockhammer, that's super important too.
I mean, this hand is pretty good. Coin 2 into 2 with the 3. It's not much much more to say about it. It's pretty darn fantastic.
And a Palta Shoulder too. Wow.
He goes with the Juggler first. I might have gone with the other one just because it's a little bit more awkward with his. Oh, didn't he have a Fairy War Axe?
I was just about to ask you the same question. I was sure he had it in the event.
Fairy War Axe?
So he mulliganed away the Fairy War Axe because he was sure that Spo will go for the mini-bot. And Spo just used double Mad Jugglers.
Oh my.
That's the first time I see that.
Correct. To mulligan Fairy War Axe. There's no way.
I have to check it on VOD, but I'm sure that he...
Yeah, I saw it.
I saw it too, so I'm sure he just did that. And he's being punished. Like the first time...
He's being super punished.
The first time I saw that happen was during WCA in China, when we were playing on stage, and Forsen mulliganed away his Fear Warx against Zoo.
Oh,
Of course he lost. So,
punished.
punished. Severely punished.
Like his it would have been so much more awkward per spell. Now he could just play whatever he wanted and just go for it.
Yep. So, I guess you just play Pulse Shredder, deal 5 damage to the face.
Yeah, you just go. You have Loatheb into damage. Like, there's no way you trade here. Like, you don't care about one card.
Definitely. The other option is to play Owl into Minibot, but at the same time, you want to have that Owl for the Belcher.
Yeah, exactly. You really need the Owl. Like, it's so perfect in your hand. Oh, he's trading. Ugh.
That's interesting.
I think it's not the worst. Like, it's not much worse than going face, but I don't see the point in trading.
Well, the only point in trading was here to avoid the 50-50 juggler roll into the Acolyte of Pain, but I don't think it's worth it.
No, I don't think so either. This sets up a pretty good turn with Fairy Warx and Bash. So hopefully for Sproul it's a 1-1. It's pretty unfortunate, but he
What do you
doesn't
think about double mini-bots?
I think Loatheb is just better.
If you play double mini-bots right now, your opponent will not play Brawl, and then if you play another threat on the board, your opponent won't be able to play Brawl.
It's just kind of, I guess, like, because I would have wanted to set up the weapon next turn, maybe. So, I think both plays are fine. Like, Kolento is such an awkward turn here. Like, mini-bots against Warrior are probably one of the best cards, so I can see double mini-bot being very good, because it's so hard to deal with. Like, he sets up a different weapon. I get why he does this. Just because he wants to play his Varangeddon next turn. See if Spo figures that out.
Oh my god.
Who am I? I'm Dr. 6. I come every time on 6.
None of your business.
I mean, this must be better.
Most likely.
It ensures that even if you can take this read, that like it's gonna be Baron. Like, can Kolento even play Baron into like Dr. 6 when there's Repentance? Like, you only see 4 secrets, so it's most likely not going to be Repentance. But what if it is?
What if it is?
It still doesn't really matter, right? Even if you play Baron here,
It might be Sacred Trial too.
like, you're just taking so much damage.
There's no execute, so basically.
Oh, it hits that. So I guess maybe Shield Block Shield Slam is better.
But it's still 6 damage on the board.
I mean, if you play Baron, you're dead. Like, no matter what.
So he goes. Oh no! He finds the execute.
It's pretty important.
So he can shield. Now, how do you use the execute and the shield slam?
I think you execute. Do you Shield Slam? Take up 2 damage? I guess.
I guess it was important just because.
Yeah, you do.
Of the competitive spirit.
Yeah, for sure. Takes off 3 damage.
Phew.
You Loatheb, right?
Yeah, low of hero power.
So strong.
6 damage to the dome. Blowback is real, so.
The blowback. And I guess he's gonna play Sludge and it's over.
And next turn you have. If there will be no Belcher, then you have 8 damage from the hand. If there will be Belcher, you have 4 damage from the hand. So that's 9, 12, 15, 16 damage.
Yeah.
So even with armor up, Belcher is not enough.
Yeah, I don't think there's any cards that could save the Warrior in this situation.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's like Brawl, but you can't Brawl because of Loatheb, so. So Kolento, he's sitting there. I think he's trying to find a way. Taskmaster Belcher? Or do you just play the Groomish and hope he doesn't have extra damage? You could play the Baron, but the Baron is always going to be kind of bad. Isn't that just enough on board? 8? No, it's not.
But
Spooderman takes it.
Spo takes it 3-1 against Kolento. So Kolento, after a long absence from the competitive gaming scene, I guess,
Yeah.
it's not making a good comeback. I mean, it's a single elimination tournament. Everything can happen. But at the same time, you know, it's just exciting to see games that are always elimination matches. So Kolento will not advance to day 2. Spo takes the game, takes the match, and congratulations to him, who will be playing tomorrow against you. So we'll see how that goes.
That's gonna be fun.
Well, you know your decks in and out, right? So I guess you know already what type of bans you will do, and probably which decks even you will start with. But that will be happening tomorrow, and now we'll be left with the last match of the day for today, which will be the game 8 between Cypher from Fate to Karma and Jab from Healthlytics. So don't go anywhere. We'll have a short break, and yeah, we'll continue with the last match.
Stay tuned.